What up, burnt ones? This is the Sunburnt podcast where we talk about comedy and tropical travel. To my right, you know him from Netflix and his unbelievable comedy special, Move Closer. It's Philadelphia's own Chip Chantry.
And over here to my left is Emmy Award-winning writer, producer, and world-renowned tap dancer, Mr. Thomas O'Brien. How are you, Thomas?
I'm very light on my feet, and I keep incredible rhythm.
You do. It's all from the ankles down. That's why we call you Ankles Down O'Brien, is because that's where the best of you lies, and that's what we're all looking for in this podcast, my friend. Speaking of this podcast, I am so excited. I'm jealous of the viewer right now that they're going to experience this. We're talking about nude cruises, breaking world records, Jimmy Buffett facts, and your sweet feet and a foot issue that you had this week. I mean, what else is there to talk about?
What a tease. What a tease. Yeah, you guys are going to hear about my feet.
Let's just say all those piggies didn't go to market.
Yeah, some of them use Eat Fresh and get it delivered.
They do.
This is the Sunburnt podcast. If you like tropical travel and comedy, stay tuned. Front desk.
Hi, this is Mr. Chantry. I am really disappointed in my 311 themed room. There's no photos of the band. There's no instruments on the walls. There's nothing.
Sir, we don't have a 311 themed room. You're just in room 311.
Okay, can I move to the Sugar Ray suite?
Yes, of course. And you can pick from any of the I Just Want to Fly in-room dining options. Chip! It is episode 27 of the Sunburnt podcast. We are sitting pretty at 97 days away from Chip Chantry's Thanksgiving in Paradise. Under triple digits, man. This is happening. It's barreling right towards us, and I couldn't be more excited.
Just over 3 months. This is like, I think, the greatest opportunity to book your trip to Hawaii. We're going to Hawaii this Thanksgiving. I'm doing 2 shows the night before Thanksgiving in Waikiki at the Blue Note Jazz Club. I'm super psyched. We're bringing some friends out. We're bringing some burnt ones out. If you're thinking, man, I have to make plans for Thanksgiving with my family in the cold, no, you do not. Come see us. Come hang out in Hawaii. Get some sun, get some fun, get some sand, get some turkey, baby.
Yeah, and if you're going to get tickets, please make sure to go to BlueNoteHawaii.com or sunburntpodcast.com, because I have no idea what's happened with the secondary ticket market. But when I look up Chip Chantry's Thanksgiving in Paradise, there's about 50 different sites, some tickets listed for as much as $1,000, Chip.
That's incredible. That's the funniest thing. Like, I think you can buy tickets for crypto in certain back sites on the dark web.
It's all over the place. If you look up Chip Chantry's Thanksgiving in Paradise, just make sure you get it from one of those 2 places, because we don't want you to get overcharged. No. And we'd like you to buy directly from the venue.
So that's Thanksgiving, Thomas. That's in the future. How was your weekend?
My weekend was great, dude. I hit that beach again with the family. Really got my technique down with the beach cart. We were talking about it last week. I was just dragging that thing through the sand. I was doing it improperly, Chip.
What's the proper methodology here?
The cart has different settings for the handle.
Okay.
That I was unaware of. So I was able to get a different angle on that dangle.
Yeah, that's
and
what
really
it is.
really pull forward kind of from the base as opposed to from the top.
Okay.
And it really changed the whole process. The cart worked great. We were able to get to and fro much easier, and just had another great day at the beach, man. Tough to beat.
These people are not just getting beach stories, tropical stories, some comedy. They're getting physics lessons right now.
Mm-hmm.
They're learning about gravity, thrust. I'm going to say thrust, I think. Drag. All of that. All of the wagon physics that they need. And I'm pretty happy about it. You know what we got to do, by the way? You were at the beach. We should start to slather this on right
Are
here,
you
right
feeling
now.
like one today, Chip?
I'm feeling like one today. I'm putting that sunblock on right now.
Burnt
getting
little ones. We're
it.
getting it going, getting the slather happening. And I did this properly this weekend at the beach, too. No burns on this boy.
So no baby slapping bellies, huh?
She's still doing that, but it doesn't hurt as much. It's not as stingy.
No.
She goes, belly! And then slaps your belly.
Bang.
It's fun. She is a fun little lady.
My wife does the same thing. So it's
I think Kim and Ella are really going to get along when we see each other in Hawaii, dude.
In Hawaii, getting that tan, slapping bellies all over the place. I had a great weekend, by the way. I was in tropical Wilkesboro, Pennsylvania.
Oh,
Right
let's
next
hear
to,
about it.
For those Office fans out there, right next to Scranton, Pennsylvania, the sister city, if you will, or the twin sister, or the stepbrother city. I don't know. It's very near Scranton, Pennsylvania. I was up there in the hills at Mohegan Sun, at Wisecrackers. One of my favorite clubs. It's one of my favorite places to go. I love the people who run it, and the crowds were great. And this is wild. Some burnt ones are starting to come out to the shows.
It fires me up so much. And in case you think we're just talking turkey here, Chip literally texted me. He's like, dude, there's burnt ones in the audience.
Wearing their Hawaiians.
Peeking out from behind that curtain and seeing burnt ones, dude. That's so exciting.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was a really fun weekend of shows. And now we're back at it, buddy. We're back at it. And this week I should mention this, if you're listening to this right when it comes out, this Sunday, the 24th, I'm going to be in Portland, Maine.
Oh, yeah.
At the Empire Comedy Club. At Empire Comedy Club in Portland, Maine. Going to be hanging out in Maine for a couple days. So if you are a Portlander and you have any suggestions, my wife and I are going to be hanging out for a few days then. I love Portland. I've been up a couple times. But if you have any suggestions for restaurants, bars, anything like that, let me know. So, yeah. So I got to do these plugs right off the bat. I'm plugging away today.
Yeah,
if you're getting this right away, this Friday, the 22nd, in the Philadelphia area, I'm going to be at Soul Joel's in Pottstown this Friday, the 22nd, and then Portland, Maine on the 24th. I can't wait to. I'm in vacation week right now, Thomas.
Yeah.
It's that week before that's so exciting. I have a big thing that I have to do that we've been talking about, a big project I've been working on, comes to a culmination tomorrow that I'm sweating a little bit, but like I'm excited for it. And then once that's over, but then I'm just like focusing on like gonna get the car washed, gonna get my oil changed, gonna start packing. Like I'm just in vacation mode for the first time in a long time, and I'm very psyched right now. I'm feeling the buzz.
Dude, I'm excited for you too. And I also know that like the Portland, Maine is not just like some place to. You really love Portland, Maine, and like specifically went out of your way to book this show in this place. It's part of our 2025 mindset of like let's go where we want to go and do the things we want to do in places we're obsessed with.
Yeah, I've been to Portland. I performed there just like it was sort of like a one-nighter room. This is before the pandemic, but my wife and I have been going up there for years, and I was like, they have a club that everybody said is great, so I was like, why not attach a show and then be able to spend some days up there. So I'm very psyched, and some college friends are coming out. We're gonna hang out with them. So I'm psyched.
Also, you talking about Scranton, PA?
Yeah,
reminds me of how intertwined we are with the office in actuality, because we met in Stamford, Connecticut, which is where Jim transferred to from Scranton in the office. For all you office heads.
Not that we saw much. We basically just saw the office, but he did have like a little view of the water. I remember like that first episode he was in Stamford. Not the Stamford that I was sold once I got to Stamford, Connecticut to work on our TV show.
You've had some feelings about Stamford. It's a conflicting place. There's a lot of different things coming together in Stamford, Connecticut.
There really is. It is a casserole of the human condition is really what it is. And sprinkled on top of that casserole is just dust from scratch-off lottery tickets. That's what it is. Yeah, I did love Stamford, Connecticut. It was a fun time in my life, and I mean just the job itself. I mean, just working with everybody there was the best. And then I felt bad because like we worked very long hours. Like I didn't have much time to really go out and explore the wonders of Stamford, Connecticut. But,
I mean, we hit Bobby V's pretty regularly.
Bobby V's, Curly's Diner, Seasons with those two old ladies who were always angry at each other.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you hard-boil that many eggs. Are you going to get along with anybody?
Yeah, I think hard-boiling eggs is kind of like working with mercury at some point. Do you know what I mean? Like it just, the shells just get into those neurons at some point. I think that's what it is. It was like the most upscale, quaint little it was like kind of like a diner.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. And it was the food was great, and it was like sometimes it was like pretty like healthy food. Like it was like the one thing I was trying to be like healthy, or I would go to Curly's Diner and just like slather on some, omelets and sausage and God knows what else. Just 10W30 oil.
That was the place to do it, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But the last thing people expected when they tuned into a tropical comedy podcast was a walk down Stamford, Connecticut memory lane.
Chalk that up as just a little postcard from sunny Stamford.
All right. Well, I think maybe it's time to get into it, dude. The meat of it.
Very interesting word to use.
To realize that the sun's out, that also maybe the bun should be out in a cruise fashion.
Yeah.
We're talking about up and coming nude cruise, Chip.
Bare Necessities Tour and Travel. I mean, what a T-shirt right there that
Yeah.
you're never going to wear, apparently.
Yeah.
Bare Necessities Tour and Travel has announced the, quote, the big nude boat. It's a cruise, an 11-day, all-naked, all-inclusive cruise this coming February. If that sounds good to you, it's going to be over Valentine's Day, which is...
Oh, wow.
What better way to celebrate? That's got to be a very difficult time to give a Valentine a gift. Like if you're a secret admirer or something like that, be like, hey, here's a box of chocolates and here's something else right here. You know, do I have something like you can't propose? By the way, nobody's getting proposed to on that nude cruise. Where do you keep the ring?
Where do you hide it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's not happening. But yeah, so the big nude boat sailing out of Miami this February, this coming February, it goes to Aruba, the Bahamas, Jamaica, all the Kokomo spots.
Yeah, it really
all
is.
the Kokomo spots, but they're going to be naked the whole time.
Uh-huh.
By the way, I mean, great locations. That would be amazing if they just decided to do a all nude Alaskan cruise.
It would. I mean, that's a tougher sell for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be chilly, but you're going to enjoy yourself. But get out there, get some frostbite in some places, and yeah, they do have rules though. This is not like an all out, like, just crazy, orgy or anything like that. There are some rules, Thomas. Okay.
What are the rules, Chip? What are the rules on this nude float?
I thought this article that I read is so funny. There was a disclaimer. It said, the passengers must wear clothes in the dining room, but not at the poolside buffet. That's my favorite part. So if you want to eat naked, you got to do it outside.
Au natural.
Yep.
Al fresco.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I wonder if that's like, I do feel like that probably is a health code thing.
100% is a health code thing.
I actually had an experience this weekend. I went to like this Japanese restaurant, and it's like supposed to be...
Oh, that in Culver City, that all nude Japanese restaurant?
The all nude Japanese restaurant.
Man, that Benihana chef must be good. That's all I have to say. He must be very skilled.
He does a couple of tricks you haven't seen.
Yeah, not just flipping that shrimp into those mouths.
No, it's I guess it's supposed to be like very authentic, but it's like it's a Japanese restaurant where you have to take off your shoes to enter.
Okay.
And then the floor of the restaurant is elevated.
Okay.
And you have to like kind of climb into a little hole, and you sit on the floor and eat at the table.
Okay. Yeah.
But I noticed when I got in there that like all the diners, all the guests have to take off their shoes. But because of like restaurant workers rules, everybody that works there has to wear appropriate footwear for food service.
Yeah, I think that makes sense, because you don't want to drop stuff on your feet or obviously get your feet into the food. Because when you're a waiter, you accidentally step into the kettle of soup.
Michael Scott, you cook your foot.
Exactly. But they did say in this article too that the cruise employees will be fully clothed.
There you go. Yeah.
So there's not naked sailors. There's not tap dancing sailors. They will be fully clothed. All the staff. That would be a tough sell. Like, yeah, if you are somebody who works on a cruise ship, you're a waiter or a waitress or a whatever, so a maintenance person on a cruise ship, and then they're just like, all right, by the way, guys, this week you're all going naked. You got to do, like, just imagine showing up to your job and they're like, all right, close off this week, buddy. You're like, I don't think that this is part of my, this is not part of my contract here.
Yeah, that would would definitely be a tough sell for me. You're going to be nude with a bunch of nudies. But also, I think there's a double layer of protection by having the staff wear clothes, because then, I mean, how do you know who's staff if everybody's just running around naked? And how do you know you're getting, busboy Bob working your table as opposed from creepy Bob who's really just trying to flash around your sensitive areas?
Right. Plus those workers, like if you're not wearing anything, those name tags have to hurt to stay on. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that is a piercing issue that I don't think they need. So no, I get that. So you need to be identified as staff. So yeah. So and I don't want to be a waiter, bartender, and have to be naked. I also don't want to receive a drink from. I don't want to get a Mai Tai from a naked bartender. That's not something that I need.
Yeah. And I think also, like, as we like to do on this podcast, follow the money.
Yes.
That's something we're talking about, following the money. And I will say, I think who might be behind this nude cruise trend could be Big Sunscreen, Chip.
It has to be Big Sunscreen. I mean, you are slathering up places you have not slathered in years. Mm-hmm. And there is square footage there. If you put
it's a surface area issue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Skin
the more
to skin.
There is to cover. Yeah. So you're in Bermuda, Bahama. You're coming on pretty mama.
Yeah, you are.
But you're using 3 to 4 times the sunscreen as if you were just covering up your face, arms, legs, and belly.
Right. So yeah, I can see where that is. Yeah, that has to be Big Sunscreen behind this thing.
Or at least working in conjecture with.
Yes. Yes,
conjecture. That's not the word there.
It's a joint venture. It's a joint venture. I think that's what it is. By the way, I will say, so they're not always going to be naked, like I said, in the dining rooms, and whenever port authorities come aboard. So I guess like when you come into a port, the port authority comes in to like check everything out, make sure everything's kosher. You must be clothed for them because nobody wants to see that. And I love their verbiage for this. They said they must exercise modesty while they're in port. So, they have to wear, like if they get off the boat and get onto one of these islands, they have to be clothed. Them's the rules.
Yeah.
But could you imagine just being in a port and just a giant ship comes to dock and then just thousands of naked people just come ashore? Like that's naked D-Day right there. Like that
really is. They're storming the beach at that point.
They 100% are. I would retreat. I think I would retreat.
Just a lot of army helmets, Chip.
It's all just army helmets and just those. What are those things called? The bandoliers or whatever, where they have the belt of bullets. Like that's all.
Oh yeah, like Rambo.
Yeah, that's all. That's all it is.
So this is just
Imagine if you're 18 years old.
Yes.
You don't know if you're going to college. Can't really pay for it. You're kind of lost. You want to get out of your small town. So you're like, I'm going to join the military. I'm enlisting. And you're just like Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard. And you just like check one. And you're like, all right, you go and you enlist. And you like show up and they like give you your maybe like, I don't know, sheets or whatever, that first day. And then you're waiting for the uniform.
It just
and then they're like, oh no, son. There's no uniform. You've signed up for the naked army.
The naked Navy.
Yeah. Yeah, you've signed up for the naked Navy. For the next 4 years, you will not be issued a single piece of clothing. And then, but hey, you got to pay for college somehow, Thomas.
That also, we're not nudists. I don't know anything about this community.
No.
But I am curious, like, what do you think the breakdown of desires is? Like, when it comes to being a nudist on a ship, is the enjoyment more being around other naked people and seeing them or whatever, or is it just being nude yourself, being free, not having yet another arbitrary restriction put on how you're living your life at this given moment?
That seems like how it's sold. Whenever I looked up anything like this, when I did the research on this, it was like, you just get to be free and be who you are.
Yeah.
And I think I read somewhere where people like it because it's like it's almost the school uniform argument.
Right.
Of like, there's really no stratus. There's like the rich people with the nice clothes, and then the people that aren't the fancy dressers. It's like nobody's a fancy dresser here. We're all just, I'm just smiling Bob, and I'm just having a good time, hanging out, if you will.
Yeah, that scene in Titanic where Jack's getting ready to go to the fancy dinner with Rose's class of people. He's not going to have to put on that monkey suit. He's going to get to go in there and, if he's put in a little extra work in the gym, if running away from all those people he owed money to in France got him in a little bit better shape, that's kind of the flex there. Not necessarily how much money you have, but also a cruise ship is a very class divided area.
Yeah.
The people with the bucks get to go to better places. I'm sure that this has to be a wristband type situation.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you want to get on a water slide, you got to have just that wristband on. Yeah.
Yeah. Or like, for first class downstairs, like, I think the nicer rooms are up towards the top.
Yep.
Definitely, having some balconies or whatever it is. There's different classes.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, everybody nude on that ship.
We're all the same, brother. That's what I'm saying. We're all the same. You don't even know if there's any burnt ones there because they're not wearing the shirts, but that's all right because we're hanging out, we're having a good time at the all nude cruise.
And we can be identified other ways too.
I believe there are. There's tattooing.
Yeah, tattooing. Was there anything else that showed up in the literature?
I just love the thing where it's like they must exercise modesty when they're at port. But I was just also thinking about it too. Is like, could you imagine being seasick? Naked and seasick. That has to be the worst. Like that's when you just want to put on some jammies.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you're allowed to do that, but like, just naked and seasick doesn't sound fun at all. But I also think, by the way, this is not like they didn't build a naked ship. This is just a regular cruise ship that for these 11 days, the naked people are going to be on. You would hope and think, especially with all of the issues you hear with maybe illnesses going around cruise ships, that after this 11-day naked tour, they are hosing this ship down.
Yeah.
Stern to bow.
Yeah, at least all the seating.
Starboard to port.
Starboard to poop deck.
Yeah. By the way, I decided I was looking at some I was like, maybe this could turn into a reality show. Maybe this could turn into a movie, even a book.
Yeah.
A romance novel. So I found some of the greatest TV show and movies about nude cruises. There's a variety of them out there.
I can't think of any, Chip.
There have been throughout history a lot of TV shows and movies about nude cruises. So first of all, the classic Nudity on the Bounty. I mean, just classic. Then there's, of course, the TV show. I think it started in 2012. Naked and Afraid We're Gonna Sink. Then you have, speaking of reality show, Below Dick. I mean, that one just kind of writes itself.
That one's about the balls.
That's all it's about. It is a very, very specific reality show. Very specific. Sometimes they get voted off. It is an engrossing film, or TV show. Then there's the No Tie Titanic. Wear a tie for this one. The Gross-Sided Adventure. So the ship flips over and they are still naked. I mean, I'm just gonna say Moby Dick and move on.
Okay, that's fair.
And then of course, finally, the multi-million-dollar blockbuster sequel, Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest and Back and Butt. So those are all the movies and TV shows in history about nude cruises.
I mean, now that you say them all, there has been a bunch. I couldn't think of any to start off with, but gosh, it's really touched the pulse of the culture here, Chip.
I think it's the next Marvel movie fad.
The Skinematic universe.
The Skinematic universe. That's what we're going to. Every other week, you're going to just like, oh, somebody just announced Universal's doing a new nude cruise movie. And they're CGI in it, and they attached this person to it. It's going to be a $200 billion thing. Although budgets will be a little shorter, they don't need wardrobe.
I mean, as if our wardrobe professionals weren't going through enough already.
I am.
This is really going to be tough, but they can transition to the skin protection portion of the business.
Yeah.
Like we said, this is even more sunscreen that's going to be needed to be procured and applied at all times.
Big sunscreen. They're watching out. They're looking over us. I will say this on a totally different topic, but it's something you said reminded me of this. I saw the grossest commercial.
Commercials are getting gross.
Yes. Like, I've seen some, like, physically gross commercials, and this one just emotionally just crushed my soul, okay?
Yeah.
I forget what the company was called. I wouldn't mention it, but, like, it's some, like, housekeeping service. Like, an online, it's like the Uber of housekeeping, whatever. And the big thing was somebody will come and clean your house for $19.
Yeah.
They'll clean your house for $19. And that's the big hook. And I'm sure then you have to, like, sign up and then the prices go up or whatever. But it was just this woman, and she's like, let's just say it was Thomas O'Brien housekeeping service, right?
Yeah.
And she's like, we tried O'Brien housekeeping service, and then we fired our housekeeper. Like, as if, like, your housekeeper is, like, the one that, like, oh, like, big housekeeping, these fat cats.
Yeah.
I got rid of her.
Yeah.
So we used this service, and now I just screwed up that lady, you know? And it was just like, and she was so proud of it. And I was like, oh, man, we're going to hell in a nude cruise.
It's like I'm 99 feet tall and just stomped on a small business that was thriving.
Yes. Yeah.
And for $19, I will tell you, like, I don't know what the service is, but it does sound more like the price you can get to have somebody who's very interested in drugs come to your house and rob it.
Your medicine cabinet will be sparkling clean.
Yeah. It seems less like the price that you were going to pay somebody to come and do a great job while being trusted with all of your personal effects.
Yeah. You know what? If you want to go on a nude cruise, I think, God bless you. I think that's great. It's not for me. It's not my thing. But, I mean, and by the way, I think it's very popular. As of when this article came out, it's in February, and I think there's only a few cabins left. So if you're in the nude cruise arena and you want to take a nice one down in the Caribbean this February, book it now, I guess.
Here's a question for you, though. As somebody who does get offers to play different types of rooms, different types of venues, that kind of stuff, let's just say it is this cruise. It's 12 days, did you say? 11 days?
11 days.
11 days. And they want a stand-up comedian putting on nightly shows.
Yeah.
What is the price tag difference? Like, what's the price difference between a normal cruise and a nude cruise for you as an employee of that type of venture?
Like, I'm going to go double. I want to go double my rate just because, like, I think they think that it's like a special thing and that they're like, oh, well, we have to do this. So it's like, I'm going to cash in. If I'm doing this, I'm going to cash in. But also, I don't necessarily need to be naked. Like, that's something that I'm going to turn.
You don't need to be naked. Like, you're in the dining room, too. So if they're serving dinner.
Right. That's the one time I would want there to be food served during my set, just so people have to be close. Because they do say, if you want to relax on stage, just picture everybody naked. I don't need that, Thomas.
Well, and I'm going to put you on the spot here a little bit because you're a professional comedian. You do this for a living. Just can you give us a taste of the crowd work?
Hey man, nice shirt. Oh, sorry. Hey man, what do you do for a living? And then he's like, I'm an accountant. And I'm like, a naked accountant? Like, that's all I would have. Like, I would not be able to concentrate on anything crowd work related. Like, I would want the audience in the dark. But if they're all in the dark, what are they doing back there? That's what I also don't want to know. See, this is just a cornucopia of issues and anxieties.
Every time the crowd laughs, you can't really explain it. There's just a plop and a squish sound. What were they holding in there that this laughter released?
Oh, man.
Have you ever done a room that you think is probably more challenging than the average nude cruise.
Oh, yeah. I mean, more challenging as far as, like, I've done some corporate gigs like that. I've done some, just some rough, drunk rooms where people have literally attacked other comedians. Like, you can't hide a knife or a gun.
Oh, that's true.
So, I mean, that's actually a little bit easier, I think. You know?
I
think people's... here's the thing, though, and I could be wrong about this, but again, I don't want to make too much generalizations, but...
Yeah.
If you're somebody who wants to go on a nude cruise, I'm assuming you like attention, okay? And when you get a room full of people who all want attention,
and
then I'm the person that's supposed to have the attention, that can be a tough 45 minutes right there.
All right, well there you go, you have it. Chip Chantry available for booking for all of your nude events.
There it is.
It's only double the price of his normal rate. And he will be fully clothed.
Yes.
All right, Chip. Well, let's shift gears here slightly to a foot issue that I've been dealing with.
Speaking of body parts, let's get into this, Tom.
I can't even tell. And this story does have a happy ending.
That's good.
It is something that ends up well. I've been having like a little bit of pain in my foot. In my feet area, Chip. My shoes haven't been fitting quite well. Different portions of my feet had sensitivities to it. And I was getting ready to go to the doctor. I told my wife, I was like, hey, my feet are kind of bothering me. I think I need to go find a foot doctor. And she was like, oh, tell me what's going on. And I told her, and she's like, let me see your feet. And she said, you don't need to go to a doctor. You just have calluses. You need to go get a pedicure. And have
petty, Thomas.
A little petty, no Manny, but just
Tom Petty there.
A little Tom Petty. Some little heartbreakers. Yeah. And I was like, initially like, oh, I don't think that sounds right.
I don't need to go pamper myself.
Yeah, but she was like, no, this is what they do. Like, when was the last time you got one? And I was just like, I've never gotten one before. I've never even thought about it.
That's a great question for your wife to ask you. Like, so when was the last pedicure you got?
Yeah,
never, literally never.
Yeah, and it's just like I never thought about it as like maintenance or something like that. I've had these feet for decades.
Because you were thinking about when we first met it 10 years ago. You were thinking about trading them in.
Yeah,
and I remember saying, I was like, you know what? Sometimes you get the newer models that it's just so expensive right off the lot.
Yeah.
If they're working for you, just keep them. Yeah.
Yeah. And I appreciated that. I did keep them. But we took these bad boys in there, and I'm really sold on the whole pedicure experience, Jeff.
Really? Okay. All right. I need to hear everything about this because I've never had one.
I hadn't either. My wife went in there with me, so I would have somebody to talk to and know what to expect.
Okay.
It was very, very nice. But like basically you go in there and they get your feet soaking in the solution.
Okay.
And kind of they deal with like the toenails first.
So they go front to back.
Well, this is also very strange for me because like I do not like to be touched. I'm I've never gotten a massage in my life. It just seems like the worst thing in the world for me.
2 of the television shows we worked on, you actually did the entire series inside a bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was the bubble boy of Stamford, Connecticut.
Yep.
Bubble boy of Burbank.
Mm-hmm. Bubble boy of Burbank.
Yeah, I'd prefer
one
most
of my
people.
favorite folk songs to this day written about you.
It is a B-side Tom Petty, speaking of Mr. Petty. But I don't like to be touched. So this was going to be a bizarre experience for me. Mm-hmm. But I was comforted immediately because like I worry about germs. I worry about like other people's nasty feet or whatever.
Sure.
Everything that was used to touch my body came in a sterilized pouch. They
Love
do
it.
it single use.
Mm-hmm.
They open up this pouch. Everything in there's been sterilized by a professional company outside of the nail place where this was getting done. And so she opens it up. We've got fresh implementations. She's wearing gloves.
Mm-hmm.
She can't speak to me at all. There's no ability to communicate in a common language.
Okay.
But there is like this fun thing they're doing where they're not looking at each other and they are talking very quietly.
Okay.
but they are talking to each other in a language I don't understand, I think. But I don't know what's going on. I think she's trying to say something to me that I don't understand. She's wearing a mask. She's doing her work and just saying things, and their sounds, it's a human being talking, but I can't understand a word. So I'm like, am I supposed to be doing something? I'm supposed to do this. I'm looking at my wife like, what's going on?
Right.
And she's like, no, you're good.
See, it's so nice of your wife to go and walk you through this, because I would have been completely lost.
Even with her there was moments where I was confused about what was happening.
Right.
But they take out the instruments, they get going, they start clipping, and Chip, like, I've never even thought about toenail clipping as an art form or how it's supposed to be done, but I just go straight across and try not to hurt myself.
Right.
I try not to leave a sharp edge, but they went across, and then they got these other clippers that are kind of like little gardening shears or something.
Okay.
And they come at it, and they like cut between like your nail bed and your like toenail. So they're creating just like a little space heading into the toe.
A little nook right there.
A little nook right there. And bro, like that little nook that they've created keeps your toenails from touching the other toes. Yeah. And I've just like had pressure there for 40 years.
Right.
It's not like it was a problem, but like I just didn't know it could be gone.
So all your toes are just out there floating in the ether right now.
They've got their own space.
The piggies are free.
And then the other thing my wife did let me know right before it was time to let me know was like, hey, this is going to tickle, and everybody laughs.
Oh, you got to be a tough guy in there. You can't be a giggling little.
Yeah, I didn't want to be a weird, but like, and she was getting one at the same time too. So she was going, and she's just laughing her head off. That gave me permission to not worry about it as much, just kind of relaxed. And she went in there and just really grinded down these calluses that I didn't even know I had. Like, I just thought feet were feet. Why would they grow? Extra hard parts. So they're just really grinding them down, and I am giggling like a little schoolgirl, and I can't help it.
That makes so much sense, and how have I never thought that would be an issue?
Yeah, well, I knew like I have ticklish feet, and I didn't want people to touch them or whatever, but like I had to get a little permission to make that okay, and it just like kind of took the pressure off having my wife let me know about that. After all was said and done, my pedicure took 3 times longer than my wife, who was sitting right next to me, and also got her nails done.
Wow.
And this woman is just working on my feet, and she's making faces like, I don't know what she's saying, but it's just like, this is not normal.
like a contractor looking at some old drywall.
Exactly. It's just like, who the hell did this?
Yeah.
Oh, God. we're going to need some extra parts and definitely a lot more labor.
Call the wife. We're getting in some overtime. Yeah.
Exactly. But like, just went in there and grinded this thing down to what looks like a human foot again. I just had one big hoof down there before.
Yeah, you did.
And I can feel it, dude. There was just like 2 areas where there had really been some buildup, and I felt amazing. Like, they do a scrub, they do a bunch of the stuff. Like, it felt really good, and like oddly enough, my feet looked good. I was like, oh, that's a good looking.
I look
foot.
like an actual human being.
It felt very comfortable. It was just like, I don't know. It was an extension of hygiene. It didn't feel like something that was pampered. I just can't. If you haven't done it before, I feel like it's almost like getting your oil changed.
Yeah.
It's part of maintenance. You can be taking better care of yourself than you are.
It's a health thing. Like, it's not that I've never seen a man in a nail salon before, but it is geared towards women, or at least, I mean, that's so, societally it is, but like, that's not, you're not getting your little pretty little toenails painted. Like, you are literally having medical things done for you so that you're, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. And I really felt it afterwards. And, dude, I went out with the pickle boys this weekend.
Yeah.
And I
did you
on.
show them? Did you just like whip them off and be like, "Hey boys, check out these tootsies"?
Woo! No, but when I popped on my pickleball shoes, it was just like all the issues I was having just had evaporated.
Well, they didn't evaporate. They just literally just landed in the trash can of this poor lady who has to lug a sandwich bag out of half of your foot.
Brother, she was like scraping it, and then she kind of like wiped away what had like been scraped off, and it looks like applesauce. It was like
God.
that did make me want to gag, and I was surprised
my
that
God.
she wasn't dealing with it. But the whole process from start to finish was surprising at every turn, and actually turned out to be really beneficial. I don't know how much extra benefit there would be to doing it regularly, but I will say every 40 years,
Every 40 years, get it done.
If you want to go get that board shaped that you're walking around on, if your dogs are barking and you don't know how to quiet them down, go get that pedicure, bud.
I now know what I'm getting you for your 80th birthday.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I appreciate that. I appreciate the look forward. I hope the Google Calendar you put that into is still the one you're using when I hit 80.
I think it will be. And I think my feet will be fitting in my shoes a lot better by then.
I like it. I like it, buddy. Yeah, so that's it.
Good for you, Thomas. That's it. Again, we've just unlocked another mystery of the world. Maybe some burnt ones will go out, get some of those feet done, and feeling good about going on the beach. And again, it's not even like, oh, my feet look nicer, but it's like it doesn't hurt when I walk now.
Yeah, they do look a lot nicer.
Yeah.
No, it's good for the beach. I mean, maybe before Hawaii trip, we get you in that chair.
Maybe we'll try it out. I'm in. I'm ready.
All right, let's do it.
You know what? Speaking of just turning the world upside down.
Yeah.
I think we do some world records now, Tommy.
Let's get in the good book. Let's see what human beings, nature, all the things that can be measured in this world. Let's see what the pinnacle of those things are, Chip. What do you got today? What is your Guinness World Record you're throwing down the hatch?
I am assuming that the gentleman involved in this record could or have benefited from some pedicures.
Okay.
Because they're going to be using their feet a lot.
All right.
Okay. Although I will say, maybe they're getting those feet exfoliated as they work and wouldn't need a pedicure.
All right. Nature's pedicure.
So congratulations to my record holder of the week, the nation of Brazil.
The whole nation.
The whole nation, Thomas.
Oh, congratulations, Brazilians.
Holds a record. Okay, so first of all, the country of Brazil, down in South America, they hold the world record, Thomas, for the most number of World Cup wins, soccer World Cup wins. They have 5 World Cup wins of
That's
all
huge.
the years of all that. 5 World Cup wins. It's the most wins of any nation in World Cup and FIFA history. However, we're not talking about that. That doesn't matter. I don't care about that.
All right.
I'm congratulating Brazil on the most wins of the FIFA Beach Soccer World Cup. And they not only have 5, they have 7. 7 wins. The Brazilian soccer team, beach soccer team, has the most number of FIFA Beach Soccer World Cup wins. 7 of them, Thomas. And I will say this. If you open our good book, our 2025 good book, you will find this in there. And it says that they have 6 wins, but it'll have to be updated for 2026 because just this May, the boys in yellow beat the guys in Belarus. You know, those famous beaches
of Belarus.
Beach soccer players in Belarus. These beach soccer players, they beat them in Seychelles, which is, I guess, off the coast of Africa, I think.
Yeah.
And that's where the World Championships were. The FIFA Beach Soccer World Champions. They just won their 7th this May. So congratulations to them. And just to give you a little background, so Beach Soccer World Championships started in 1995. So it goes back to 1995. So we got 30 years in. But then in 2005, FIFA took it over. They bought it out or whatever. And FIFA was like, we're coming in. We're taking the sand. Okay. So they took it over in 2005, and since then, the Brazilian boys have won it in 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009. That is a dynasty right there. So from 2006 to 2009, they won. Then they won in 2017, 2024, and 2025. Maybe we're starting a new dynasty because they just won the last 2 years. They were supposed to win in 2023, but the game got called because of high tide. I'm joking about that, Thomas. That's not true. They don't play right on the beach. Have you seen beach soccer played besides just like a pickup game of beach soccer?
No, I've seen a pickup game, but I've never seen organized beach soccer. Is this a big deal? I
guess so. There's like these little, I don't know if you call them a stadium, but they're smaller. The fields are smaller, and I think it's 5-on-5. They play 5-on-5.
Okay, that makes sense. Tootsie's out. Tootsie's out. This is a barefoot.
Tootsie's out. So they're getting exfoliated. Those feet are out there, probably getting callous, but probably getting a little exfoliation on the sand. So they might have wonderful feet. I don't know. But experts are saying, like the FIFA beach soccer insiders are saying that this is to win their 7th, this is the biggest thing to happen to beach soccer since Johnny beat up Daniel LaRusso at the beginning of the Karate Kid.
Holy cow.
That's saying something. When it comes to beach soccer history, there's that scene at the beginning of the Karate Kid. And then there's the Brazilian team in 2025.
That's quite the trajectory.
It really is. So of course, beach soccer isn't the only beach sports that's out there. There's beach volleyball, beach handball is played around the world. Beach handball, beach rugby is an actual thing. Less popular beach sports, Thomas. They don't really take off. Beach basketball, beach bowling, and beach Magic the Gathering. Doesn't really work. Those cards fly all over the place.
Not to mention the complexion of the players for Beach Magic the Gathering. That's a dangerous combo.
Again, if they did have that, that would be sponsored by Big Sunblock.
You got to block it out.
Yeah. And to close off, so congratulations to Brazil. 7 FIFA Beach Soccer World Cup wins. Thomas, a little trivia for you. Do you know what the FIFA Beach Soccer's official mascot is?
Ooh. A Bigfoot.
You're very close. It's the seagull. There you go, Thomas. There it is.
I love it. Well, congratulations, Brazil. What a record.
Yes. If you could say that in Portuguese, Thomas, that would be great.
Un buena. Yeah, I can't.
Close enough. Close enough.
Famously did 20 days of Duolingo before I went to Portugal. Didn't retain quite as much as I would have hoped.
Well, when did you go to Portugal?
I went to Portugal in
Roughly.
Maybe 2017, 2018, around there.
See, okay, yeah. So the Brazilians only had like 3 or 4 wins at that point. There was no reason to really wish them.
That's
good luck
true.
Or
Yeah, I bet.
They
if
didn't
you do
deserve it back then.
I bet if you do it now, Portuguese leads with a lot of.
Like the first sentence you learn is, "Congratulations, Brazilian soccer team, on your 7th win."
Only the things you need to really get by in a Portuguese-speaking culture.
Yes.
I think that's right. I think it's updated with the times. Mm-hmm. Duolingo is a great product that helps you learn very small portions of a language.
Sure. Yeah.
So for my world record chip, I'm going with something that is tropical.
Okay.
That is definitely the actual definition of a burnt one.
Ooh.
It involves the ocean, and it involves somebody that has my exact name.
What? All right, I'm sold.
Yep, we're getting into it. So this is the world record for the first person to ever surf a wave while on fire.
Oh, come on. Move over beach soccer.
And it's performed by Jamie O'Brien, which is what I was called until I was about 7. When I was growing up, I was just Jamie. I'm the 4th Thomas in my family. Mm-hmm. My middle name's James. So
yep.
I went with Jamie O'Brien until I was in about 2nd grade.
What made you change back to Thomas?
A bully.
Interesting.
A bully. Yeah. I got pushed to the ground and told that Jamie was a girl's name. And the next day I came back and I changed that name tag on my desk to Thomas O'Brien.
IV. There we go. Okay.
Yeah. So pro surfer Jamie O'Brien actually got like a little trash talk on Instagram. in like 2013, 2014, daring him to catch a wave while on fire.
Boy, the bullies just run wild over these Jamie O'Briens.
I know. We get pushed around, dude.
Yeah.
We get pushed around until we stand up for ourselves. And Jamie did that in the form of taking a bunch of like pyrotechnic classes, taking a bunch of stuntman classes, learning how to safely light himself on fire.
Yeah.
And then in 2015, on July 22nd, he lit himself on fire and caught an absolutely gnarly wave in Tahiti in French Polynesia. And the photos and videos look as sick as you can imagine.
All right, I got to look these up.
It is awesome. I mean, you can take a look in the good book.
Yeah.
If you check out that record. But yeah, it's just a human fire dart just firing through a big blue barrel. It is awesome. So he's a burnt one. He's in Tahiti, which also, like, have you ever been to Tahiti, Chip? I think we would have talked about it.
I just was last week. I was there, but I was there. I just had to pick something up at the Target there. So.
Oh yeah.
Just in and out.
Did one of those 2-hour pickups.
Yes. Yeah.
Pulled right in, got back. But yeah, to Jamie O'Brien, a true burnt one, literally, probably figuratively too.
Yeah.
Here you go, and congratulations on your world record of being the first person to surf a wave while on fire.
Huzzah, Jamie O'Brien.
Huzzah.
Wow. I mean, winning 7 World Cups for beach soccer is great, but it is not setting yourself on fire and going surfing.
It's really not. And like, I mean, 2 things that are hard in their own right. Yep. I mean, it's just like if you're constructing a worse way to die, he might have have all the elements already put together in this one world record.
Oh, absolutely. You're basically burning to death, right?
Yeah.
But right before that happens, you fall off the surfboard and then you drown.
Yeah.
So it's just...
And like whatever he put on his body, like had to keep water from putting out a flame. So like you could continue to burn underwater while you're losing your air. Like that's really, really horrifying and scary. But like once again, he looked sick. It looked unbelievable. So
although I will say I might find him on Instagram and start bullying him to do the next crazy thing.
That's true. That's true. If you want to see him push the limits once again, get on Instagram and start daring him.
Yeah, go snowboarding while carrying scissors. Just do something. Yeah.
Exactly. Machete boarding. You little wuss. Speaking of death in the ocean.
Yeah.
I'm looking at that Sunken Harbor Club hat, Chip.
Oh yeah. Look at this right here.
Look at that, buddy.
Tommy, you were the one. You bought this for me at the Sunken Harbor Club in Brooklyn, New York, when we did our tiki bar run. I decided. By the way, I decided to put this on. Taking it for a spin. Loving it. Just reminding me of that day at the Sunken Harbor Club. The other tiki bars were great, and I used it to complement my new shirt from Big Fun Shirts. This is the other one. I got those 2 delivered, and man, I am feeling good about this one too. It
looks unbelievable, dude. It's just a breath of fresh air wafting right off your chest. And man, it's good memories. I love a little keepsake these days. It is like
souvenir.
A little souvenir, like become big on like concert T-shirts. Never really was before. But
I have always been a concert T-shirt guy. Like, although I've actually almost kind of gotten away from it because like I got bullied. Like some of my friends are like, "You're a man in your 40s and you're still wearing these all the time." Like I just always wore concert, but I still do. Like honestly, most of the time on stage now, I'm wearing that jacket and with a concert T-shirt under it.
I've seen you do that look.
Yeah.
I've seen you do that recently. I've seen you do a couple of Hawaiians on stage too, though.
I have.
That's it. You're up there to bring joy. That's what a stand-up comedian does, anyways. Bring it in every way possible, and you always do, Chip.
Yep.
You always
visuals,
do.
Yeah. The visuals, the audios.
Well, Chip, do we want to get into some Buffett facts?
Speaking of bringing joy, Yeah.
Bring in joy. I just continue as we get deeper and deeper into these facts, deeper and deeper into some literature, documentaries about what Mr. Buffett created on this planet. Can't help but be more and more impressed with the way the guy navigated his time on this planet.
Yeah. All right, you ready for a fact, Tommy?
Hit me with a big old fact.
Jimmy Buffett's driver's license not only indicated that he was an organ donor, it also had 5 punch holes for a free margarita. That's generous. That is very generous.
That's very generous.
How about you, Tommy?
Jimmy Buffett's largest marlin catch happened right off the Florida coastline and took over 30 minutes to reel in, which makes sense because it was Miami's whole professional baseball organization. It's a big one.
That is a catch.
Gosh, it really works the forearms.
I love it.
He got out there, dude. But everything I read about that guy, it was boats, it was planes, it was really like not living by anybody else's timeline or code.
No.
And the older I get, the more and more jealous I am of that kind of freedom.
We're going for it though. That's what we're doing. We've got our vision board.
Yeah.
In our brains, in our hearts.
Would you fly? Would you learn to fly your own plane?
It sounds novel, but I feel like it's just too. It's also honestly like, and I'm gonna be honest, like having my own boat. It sounds like a lot of like work and intricacies that I don't really understand. Like if I was wealthy enough, I would rent boats or I would like hire somebody to take me out on a boat. Like it's just not something that I'm very good at. So yeah, I think it would be. Yeah, I don't think flying. It sounds cool, but I don't think I need that responsibility. Like, here's what I would like. I would love if I was in like a little Cessna or something like that, and you had your pilot's license, and I was sitting beside you, and you're like, "All right, take the controls for a few minutes," and I get to like fly around a little bit, and then just give it right back to you. That's what I want.
Yeah,
because I'm a little boy. How about you?
At a certain point in my life, it would have been an automatic yes. Like, I'll learn to fly. I'll be able to, just go in a private airport, like get up to my parents' house in Oregon.
Sure. Yeah.
Or, move around. But it's just like the bigger the plane, the smoother the flight, Chip.
It's not the size of the plane. It's the angle of the takeoff.
It's the safety of the landing. That's what I'm worried about.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And I do think that, like, private air travel is maybe the leading cause of death for wealthy men in America.
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah, I would say that.
It might be heart disease still, but like I think it's close.
Beach soccer accidents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's got to be a cool lifestyle too. Like you're spending so much time on the beach playing soccer. You're going to be fit. You're in this beautiful environment. You're hanging out at the beach with your buds.
Yeah.
It's bringing post-collegiate athletics to the beach and letting you do it on a world stage. That sounds a lot of fun.
And maybe it'll bring Post Malone to the beach. You don't know what he likes.
If there's one thing I can tell you right now is that I have zero idea what Post Malone likes.
Yeah.
But I did see him in Happy Gilmore 2. He was great.
See?
You want to guess how old Post Malone is?
I'm going to is he 35? I have no idea.
I don't know either. And as is the rule on this podcast, we are not going to look anything up.
Yeah.
We're just going to speak in ignorance and keep it floating. But I did hear that he's still in his 20s.
Is he really?
Yeah. What a successful young man.
I'm breaking a rule, Thomas. I'm looking it up. Let's see. No, not Post Malone's agent. I don't want to know his agent, Thomas. I want to know Post Malone's age.
Well,
okay.
Chip, you're looking in your address book. You're looking in the phone numbers on your phone.
That's what it is. All right. So, do you want to guess? Oh wow. Okay.
I heard he's 29.
Say that again.
29.
Well, this 4th of July, just like America, was his birthday, and he turned 30. So he just hit 30. Oh. Yeah. So he was. So maybe when you heard that tale, I mean, it was only a month and a half ago.
Yeah.
He was 29. Now he's 30.
He's accomplished so much.
He has. I think we've accomplished so much just in this episode, too. We've talked nude cruises. We've talked world records. We've talked Jimmy Buffett facts. We talked about your pedicure. I mean, what else? what else can we cover? I mean, I think we're coming into the close here, buddy.
Yeah.
We've accomplished a lot. We've gone from, flying our own plane to taking off our clothes on the deck of a ship. I think we've covered it.
Yeah, and like Jamie O'Brien, I think we light ourselves on fire and catch a wave on out of this episode of the Sunburnt Podcast, Chub.
Into that pipeline of the great unknown.
This is the Sunburnt Podcast, where we talk about comedy and tropical travel. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. Until next time, stay burnt. Front desk.
Hi, this is Mr. Chantry. I am really disappointed in my 311 themed room. There's no photos of the band. There's no instruments on the walls. There's nothing.
Sir, we don't have a 311 themed room. You're just in room 311.
Okay, can I move to the Sugar Ray Suite?
Yes, of course. And you can pick from any of the I just want to fly in-room dining options.